Okay, well, I'm here with Dennis again, and we're going to talk about his ride to Tibet in this video. I believe this is your first tour there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So Dennis has been doing rides in Indonesia, around Bali and some of the islands around for a number of years. He did a ride in Africa a few years ago, but this ride in Tibet, this was the first year. And I think it was a pretty amazing ride, and he's going to add it to his schedule each and every year. So be sure to check it out, and maybe in the future you'll be on this ride too. So why don't you tell us something about why you selected it and the preparation for it, and then as the video plays, we can look at the different scenery and obstacles, and you can talk about it.
Yeah, hey everyone. So I choose Tibet because it's one of the most inspirable places in the world, and I received the information about the most beautiful road in the world 3 years ago from one of my friends. So my friend showed me the video of his rides at this track in Tibet and Himalayas, and I realized that kind of riding is what we are looking for. So we are always looking for some unique places and unique programs all over the world, and just to grab their people and get there a lot of inspiration from the mountains, from the rivers, from different all kind of beautiful views and so on.
And what are the challenges of putting on this ride compared to the complicated rides you did in Indonesia or even the ride you did in South Africa? Because just watch, I've seen this video now a couple times, and it seems like there's a lot of things that would happen on this ride that wouldn't happen anyplace else.
Yeah, so for sure. So in comparison with our, like, for example, tours in Indonesia we have a form like vacation tours, something like that, just to bring them to some volcanoes, to show some jungles, to have some fun. But here it's like inspirational course or something like that. It's very hard tour, and we always have like couple of months of preparation. We are looking for the best guides there. We are looking for the best motorcycles. So for sure, we have all the system and all the program like for 100%. But still, we have to update some small features for the next year. We would like to make a more bright movie. We would like to make some changes in the tracks and so on. And first of all, we have a special, we call it like tours phase control. And we always speak with our potential customers and getting their like riding experience, we getting their mountain experience, and we have to check their like health condition. And after that, we have like special months, like 3 or 4 months. We receive from our customers different videos how they prepare with the motorcycles, like they going to some different courses, different schools all over the world, and how they go to the gym and so on. So the first step, it's preparation. It's most important thing for that kind of tour because different altitude, right?
Do you ever get people that inquire or actually apply to come on the ride, but that you reject?
For sure. Because of it is that kind of tour. It's not 5 star tour like Turkey with beautiful hotels, with beautiful avocado toasts in the morning, sunny side up breakfast and so on. No, just forget about it. And during our face control interview, if you are talking and I ask the questions, so what do you think if it will be not comfortable for you to sleep somewhere at the local house, for example, because it happened. I mean, the road is so unpredictable. For example, at this tour, we were blocked by the stones and we cannot cross the road, and we decided just to stay for one night at some local house. We have a like very professional guide who had a great communication with all locals, and we decided to stay one night in really Indian house. And I mean, the person he has to understand that it's tour for to get more beautiful views, more beautiful places. But I'm sure it's the worldest beautiful place in the world, Tibet and Himalaya, and so our value to reach those places.
I think I need to stop for a moment and clarify some of the English Russian translation.
Yeah.
You've said a couple times face control. I don't think most Americans, if they haven't been to Russia or an Eastern Bloc country, they won't understand. In tell me if I'm wrong, but in Russia, traditional face control is what the security or a bouncer at a bar, a nightclub would use to the people coming into the bar.
Yeah.
And they would just make a visual look at the person and based on their experience and their opinion, make a judgment of whether they're going to allow entry or not.
Yeah.
It's completely art. You don't know why. Sometimes they could say yes or no, and they say yes to a person, you think that's strange, and they say no to another person, you think you don't even understand. And really in this system, it's not really something that I can imagine happening in a Western country where we're so concerned about equality and other following rules. But it really is based on just the person's experience. They just have a bad feeling and they just say, no, you're not coming in. So what you're saying in your face control is it's just a way for you to talk to the person.
Yeah, exactly.
And you get a sense of their personality. This person wouldn't be a good match for this ride.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for adding that extra information. Yeah, because it's really important. And for example, so there are like 3 points that we check if it's attached or not. So the first point, it's like riding skills. The second point, it's a health condition. And the third point, it's personal characteristics when we are talking about the different condition, altitude, and so on. So if I see that there is a potential of some panic or of some like stress situation from the people, I told you the story that at the altitude it can be completely different person. So for example, here I'm sitting with you and I'm okay, but at the altitude 5,000 meters, how many feet is that?
Over 15,000 feet.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I can be like completely different person. I will start screaming and so on. Is that what happened with the altitude, with our like
altitude sickness?
Yeah, yeah, is what happened all the time. But I mean, we are people and we are always use some oxygen balloon. And also, I always prepare the people like how to keep contact with your brain, not to panic and so on. But still, I can see someone screaming, "Ah, where is my sneakers?" or something like that. "Where is the water? Where is my cigarette? Where is my 5-star hotel?" or something like that. So it's a funny, for sure. It's a funny. It's the opposite side, but it's still funny, and we try to make it funny, not to make it dangerous. It's the main reason.
And everybody is riding 400cc Royal Enfield Himalaya models.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that at least keeps the parts, and you have a truck following you.
Yeah, for sure.
With not only spare parts, but actually a whole spare motorcycle.
And for a panic people.
Yeah, the altitude to me isn't the thing that really got me. It's the sheer drop off of some of the roads, how far down it is to the bottom. So what time of year do you do these tours?
We can provide that kind of tour since the middle of June till the middle of September. So the season is only 3 months, and because we always wanted to reach 5,000 meters mountains, and after or before the June or after September, it's impossible because it will be snowing there.
Yeah, imagine the snow, and then that also temperatures are getting just too cold.
Yeah, sure.
What type of clothing do you tell the people to bring?
It's some type of touring clothing when they also have to have some thermo stuff, and sometimes it's that HV Sport jacket like for touring that works very, very nice. And the helmet, it would be better. We talk about that in different video. It would be nice to use some touring helmet. It's like a mix of road and the road helmet.
Adventure touring.
Yeah, adventure touring.
You want a face shield.
Yeah, with a face shield.
Not so much for any other reason but to keep the warmth. And
Yeah. So it works all the time.
okay. All right. Well, we'll put a bunch of information in the description, links below the video, Instagram, Facebook, the website. If you just want more information on these tours, or maybe you actually want to participate in one, check it out.